Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Brown's Riding Custom. Happy Friday. I think it's like May 6th or 7th, something like that. Wanted to give you guys an update here on all the different projects and things that are happening. Parts that have been acquired recently, all the things. And just kind of a general overview of where we're at. So currently, right now, Big Ron is in Cincinnati. He had to run up there, help my brother out with something, but should be back by Monday. So Sunday or Monday, probably Monday, sanding will continue on the body of the 1944 two-door sedan, Deluxe. Now, the sedan here, it's right there, boys. This is the final sand. There will be no more primer put on this. It's there. Now he has, all the parts are pretty much ready. They need their final sand. I think he's using 300 grit sandpaper, 320 maybe. And then he's going to step up to, I think 400 and then 500 or something like that. So that's what's happening there. The plan is when he gets back next week, I want to do the wheel wells with the undercoating, the rear wheel wells, the inside of the fenders over here. All of this will get bed lined on both fenders. And I have some other parts that need to get bed lined as well. I don't, for the life of me, know where they're at the moment, but they're here. That go on to the front, under the radiator, things of that nature. So all of this stuff that you see here just needs a final block and it's ready for paint. So that includes the car. Rear fenders are looking good. Everything is where it needs to be. We're there. So we're going to block it down. Shouldn't be too big a deal. Should take us probably a day or two to get all this stuff sanded down. And then we are on a race against the clock. Okay. And that clock is the weather. It's starting to get hot. It's starting to get humid. And we probably have 2 to 3 good weeks left. Basically, we need to paint this car before June. So we'll see where that goes. But I think it's possible. And I think it's pretty much there. So realistically, we could paint the body probably in a day. Have it ready for paint in a day. But if you guys understand what I'm talking about here, first thing we got to do is undercoat our bed line, the wheel wells, and all the parts. Then we need to tape that all off, retape everything off. We'll do a sealer coat, and then we'll do 3 coats of base, 3 coats clear on everything. Probably the body first, probably doors off, trunk lid off, fenders off, hood off. It'll just be the shell. That'll get painted first. Then we'll start doing parts. Front fenders, hood, grill, all the things. Our big problem is we don't have enough physical room here to paint everything. So we're going to paint it here in the garage. And it is going black, for those of you wondering. What we are going to do is drape visqueen or plastic from the ceiling down, covering all this, kind of make a box is what we've decided to do at the moment. We have more lighting like this that we're going to put up as well to make it brighter in here to just help us with vision. And we're going to hose down the floor, and we'll probably visqueen the floor as well. Now this process will take probably every bit of a week to get everything painted, get it out, get the next things in, get it set up, get everything cleaned back up, paint all the parts, so on and so forth. We're probably talking days of painting, and then you got days of wet sanding and buffing, and then you got days with assembly, right? So the big deal though, not worried about wet sand and buffing. None of that really matters. What really matters is getting the paint on the car while we don't have 100% humidity. That's, the trick here. So we're gonna be doing that. Now, the Apache, you guys have seen, we got the fenders. We got everything kind of mocked up here. I am in the process of collecting parts for the Apache still. I do believe that once we get this car painted, we might jump into some bodywork and stuff on like the hood. I need to get these holes welded up here. This is where that original emblem, hood emblem went. We're not going to be running that. Just like we're not running the fender spears that would have been here. It's going to be smooth just like you see it. So really the idea here is to get to where this front is exactly the way it needs to be with the right parts. That's all mocked up and everything. The hood opens, shuts, the fenders fit perfect or close, gaps are right, bumper goes on and off with these. Everything's kind of where it needs to be. That's where I want to get this next. So parts are coming for this. One of the first things is going to be this grill surround here. Not this, but the actual, the whole mouth, basically, not the teeth. This is going to be first, and then we'll get the chrome grill and then the chrome bumpers. And yeah, it should bolt right up and we should be where we need to be. Because right now you can see it's not where it needs to be. You can see gaps and everything else. But again, we've got a couple bolts and a couple fenders, and the hood's sitting on there with no hinges, and I think I have 2 bolts in the grill and the surround. Yeah, so Mater's coming. This guy, the windshield wiper switch did show up. Actually probably should open the door, get the air out. I gotta grease my hinges. But I'm gonna be putting the steering column together here shortly. So that'll be turn signal switch, which I have new in that box over there. New wiper switch, and plug everything back up, put the steering wheel back on, and we should have wipers, and that should fix the little dead short that we had. So we pinched a wire in there, long story. But otherwise, the car's great. Runs good, looks good, all the things. I also did buy, you guys can see it there, a new chrome top for this one here, because you can see where it pitted up. So we'll get that replaced while we're at it. The other side's already new. And yeah, this thing will be rocking and rolling here. Now, you guys have seen a lot of videos on the Chrysler 300, the 63 Chrysler 300 two-door sport coupe, okay? This guy. And I am really getting some good ideas of what I want to do. Now, step 1, phase 1 of this is going to be pretty simple, okay? And that is to make this car run and drive around the block, okay? And glass, okay? New windshield, get the back window installed, get the front windshield installed, buy a windshield and get it installed. I do have the rubber seal and all the chrome trim and everything. Get all that on. Side glass is fine. Then this car is going to go in the garage here once Dad's is done, the 40's done, and we're going to do some mechanical stuff. So we did buy the 410 Sure Grip Posi for this car. So we're going to be swapping out our 273 gear one wheel wonder non-Posi with the 410 Posi. A real nice one we got from David Crane up in Ocala. He's also the guy that built the transmission that's in this, the 4-speed. We call him the 4-speed guy. If you guys go to any shows on the East Coast, you've probably seen Dave. He's got a white Chevy pickup truck, and he's always got all the really nice 4-speed stuff. So, long story short, picked that up from Dave about a week ago, and we're gonna get the gear put in with new fluid and everything. Check all the axle seals again. Everything was new. We're going to take the steering box off, probably here soon, and ship it out. So what I want to have is just a bunch of parts sitting here before we ever start. So what I'd like to have sitting here is the new steering box, the gear, which I have, the the new windshield, which I don't have, a new wiring harness for this car. Probably going to do like a painless for the Mopar, and then get that in here. I also would like to do a small electric fan under the hood. And right now it's got the mechanical fan. I'll chop your fingers off and show you guys here. So right now, currently has this thing. I want to take that off, mount a fan right there. Electric fan. Otherwise, that's pretty good. Really, engine base not bad. I don't have a lot to do in here. I have valve covers to put on. I'm kicking around putting a Holley Sniper 2 on here. So we'll see where that goes before it's all said and done. But we'll get that figured out. Now, the big thing here is the next stage after that. So get it starting, stopping, steering. We need to adjust the shifter linkage. We need to adjust the brakes. I may have a bad brake booster or proportionally about something here might not be working right. We're going to get into that. But we're going to fix all those things so that we can actually drive this car around the neighborhood. I want it to get to the point where the 40 was and kind of is now, right? Before we started the body work. Get it to a point where it does the car-like things that it needs to do. Then I want to block this down. I want to paint it. Now I am thinking there's some options. My wife likes midnight purple. I like hell raisin purple. Not plum crazy. That's too bright, but kind of a dark purple or a black. I think might be the color for this car with a black interior. That's where I'm at with it. If I do black, I'll probably put a red interior back in it just because it is what it is. But at the moment, I'm leaning heavily towards hell raisin purple, which is the Mopar color that's on the Challengers and Chargers, things of that nature, like the Scat Packs and Hellcats and stuff like that. It's that dark purple. So that's where I think this would look really good like that. Now, there's a couple schools of thought to that. Do you put Hellcat black wheels on it? Paint it hell raisin purple. Put the black aggressive 20-inch, I think they're 20 by 9.5 in the front, 20 by 11 in the rear, Hellcat wheels on it, which you could. I might have to get an adapter or something, but you could. Or something in that world. I know the bolt pattern is different. I think the Hellcat wheels are like 5 by 115 and these are 5 by 4.5, I believe. So we'd have to figure that out, but it is possible. So hell raisin purple, black wheels. And then the other thought was, instead of doing all the chrome trim, take the chrome trim and paint it either matte black or gloss black, and have the purple with the black trim, black door handles, black grille, black headlight rings, black bumpers with the black wheels. Could look, I think it could look pretty slick with that aftermarket custom interior, not a stock interior, but a custom interior, where you take it to an interior shop and they do the whole thing. One-piece door panels, the headliner, that kind of thing. So that's a thought with this. So that's kind of where I'm at here on this guy. What else? What else has been happening? Really just a lot of Ron working on the 40. I've been doing 507 other things, trying to get to where I have enough time to actually be here to help get this painted. I'm still dealing with the wreck and the back pain and all the things. I'm still not where I need to be, but you know, at least be here to help move some things around and stuff if he needs, you know, just be support. But and try to help in any way I can. Maybe I can do some spraying, I don't know, we'll see where it all goes. But yeah, big thing right now is get Ron home, get this blocked, get it undercoated next week, and then move right into paint. That's really the next thing for the shop here, is get this right, and at the same time get the thing steering column put back together, and get it to where it's ready to go, and get it down to Gateway Classic Cars. I think it's Gateway Classic Cars, and see if they can't sell it for us. So that's what I got for you guys. Collecting parts here, collecting parts there, because at some point here very soon, in the next month or two, it's going to be, you're going to get the 40 Ford painted and assembled, and it's going to look amazing. You're going to have this thing done, and then all of a sudden there's going to be just an abundance of parts going right here and right there, okay? And then we'll just have huge series, and we'll go live, and we'll do all those things and get back into that and get this where it needs to be. Again, the channel, if you're watching this, please like and subscribe. We're working on hot rods pretty much every day, and I'm trying to get you guys pictures and stuff. Ron's been taking pictures because I just honestly haven't been over here, mainly because of my back. I'm just trying to take it easy and you know, do all those things, make all my appointments and so on. It's crazy how much it fills up your schedule. But anyways, guys, if you're still watching this, appreciate you. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. I'm opening up doors here just to let things cool off a little bit so they don't melt. And I will see you guys tomorrow. I think tomorrow I'm going to come over here and put the steering column back together on the thing while Ron's up there in Cincinnati, and get this one done so that I don't even have to do anything. So tomorrow we'll be putting the thing back together, and we'll start getting more in depth here on the Chrysler and just running through some ideas. And if you guys have an idea, paint colors, things of that nature, I'd love to hear it. Wheel setup for it, that kind of thing. I am actively searching for the right wheel and tire setup and color combo for this car, because it's coming fast. So let me know what you got. Let me know what you think. Appreciate all of you. And yeah, we'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks for watching Brown's Rock and Custom, guys.